shop.
Tonight, it's the world premiere of Fear of the Dark, the new album from Iron Maiden. In our exclusive one-hour special, frontman Bruce Dickinson talks about the making of this killer new LP.
This one, we really wanted to look forward to something. We wanted to state something really positive and say, right, this is going to be an Iron Maiden that is really going to blow people's socks off.
Guitarist Yannick Gers tells what attracted him to Maiden before he joined the band in 1990.
There's never been a compromise with the band to get airplay, to get better record company support, or anything like that.
He lies to you, he won't let you be. He's got your chains of misery. He won't be still till he's turned to key. He holds your chains of misery.
You'll also hear tons more from Bruce and Yannick on the making of Fear of the Dark, details about their personal styles of recording, and how Iron Maiden is taking themselves into the 90s. Plus, there's 8 blazing cuts from this new Maiden masterpiece that will crush your skull. And we'll launch a spectacular new contest. It's all coming at you right here on the only show with teeth.
Metal shop.
Tonight's Iron Maiden World Premiere Special is brought to you by Surtz and by Budweiser, the king of beers with that clean, crisp, cold taste. Nothing beats a Bud. I'm the Butcher, Charlie Kendall, and I'm psyched for tonight's Maiden Blowout. Let's kick it off with the first single from Fear of the Dark, which the shop premiered just a few weeks ago. It's Be Quick or Be Dead.
Investing our
and Be Quick or Be Dead, the first single and video from their new album, Fear of the Dark. Just a few quick facts about the LP. It's the group's 10th effort and was recorded at the home studio of bass player Steve Harris in England. Once again, Maiden's longtime producer Martin Birch was behind the board, but this time his co-producer on the album was bassist Steve Harris. And of course, the band's mascot Eddie is back on the cover looking more murderous than ever. When Metal Shop comes back, we'll plunge right into a heap of murderous new cuts from Fear of the Dark for the first time anywhere. Plus, Bruce Dickinson and Yannick Gers give you the lowdown on the making of the album, so be a trooper and stick with the shop.
Hi there, this is Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden, and we'll be back with Metal Shop right after these words.
Certs presents the world's funniest sweepstakes.
They're giving away water balloons?
No.
Whoopee cushions?
No, Certs is giving away 100,000 good prizes.
Hand buzzers?
No. Top prize, 100 trips on the Certs Comedy Cruise.
Oh, wow.
It's a 7-day Caribbean cruise on Carnival Cruise Lines with entertainment by today's top young comics.
Wow.
So go to the store and get some Certs. Clean your breath and you might clean up in the world's funniest sweepstakes.
Okie doke.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. You must be 18 and a U.S. resident to enter. Look for official rules at participating retailers, but hurry, sweepstakes ends September 30th.
Listen up now, here's to you. Nobody does it like you do. For all you do, one thing's clear. You're the best and Bud's your beer. Nothing beats our best Budweiser. Nothing beats a Bud. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's see, one color television, dining room table and chairs, jacuzzi, his and hers golf clubs, one 4-door car, and a 2-man kayak. That's $24,930. Now, how do you want to pay?
With Dentine.
Dentine?
We've hidden up to $25,000 of free MasterCard credit inside packs of Dentine and sugar-free Dentine. Just look inside specially marked bonus packs. No purchase necessary. See packages for full details. Void where prohibited. Game ends April 1st, 1993. Dentine. We'll take care of your breath. The rest is up to you.
Would you like me to use sugar-free or regular?
Hershey's Fifth Avenue. It'll make you go crunch.
Metal Shop.
Welcome back to Metal Shop's world premiere of the new Iron Maiden album, Fear of the Dark. The group's last release was 1990's No Prayer for the Dying, a back-to-basics LP that was mostly recorded live in the studio. This time, Maiden set out to make an album in the tradition of classics like The Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind, but with a modern edge to the sound and production. Lead vocalist Bruce Dickinson explains that this time the band took the time to get everything just right.
It's always been a problem. It was time, you know. We always had some deadline or some world tour coming up or something. We've always taken time over the making of the records, but in the preparation and the build-up to the records, sometimes we maybe haven't allowed ourselves enough time, or there hasn't been enough time. And with this record, we had a lot of thinking time, which wasn't necessarily to say that we spent ages writing the songs. I think you just absorb all the kinds of things in the world that are happening in the real world and the musical world and things. And I think it dawned on everybody pretty much at the same time that the world was really now radically different in 1992 to the way it was in 1982. We could have made the same kind of Iron Maiden records we were still making in 1982 and saying, well, that's okay, and our audience is still there and we're still touring and everything else. But I don't think it's a good way of looking forward. That's looking back, you know.
Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. Now here's a brand new cut called Chains of Misery.
There's a madman in the corner of your eye. He likes to pry into your sunlight. He wants to burst into the street with you and I, a world of shadows and of rain. He's seen what love is. He wants to pay you back with guilt vision, but it shines out through your eyes, a world of hatred and fear. He spells what love means. He wants to pay you back with pain. He lies to you, he won't let you be. He's got you chains of misery. He won't be still till he's turned your key. He holds you chains of misery. He lies to you, he won't let you be. He's got you chains of misery. He won't be still till he's turned your key. He holds you chains of
Iron Maiden and Chains of Misery from the new LP Fear of the Dark, world premiered right here on Metal Shop. This album is the second Maiden effort for guitarist Yannick Gers, who replaced Adrian Smith just as the group began recording No Prayer for the Dying in 1990. Yannick didn't contribute any songwriting to that album, but he's co-written a number of songs on Fear of the Dark. He says that going on tour with Maiden first helped to ease him into the band.
It was kind of good because I got out and I played with Maiden and we did the gigs, and I got more and more into what the band felt and everything. And this time I've contributed some writing, which I'm very pleased with. And it's phenomenal. I think it's a classic Maiden album.
Yannick Gers, the newest member of the Maiden lineup. One of the veterans of the team is producer Martin Birch, who's produced, engineered, and mixed every Iron Maiden album except their first. The group made a conscious effort to modernize their sound on Fear of the Dark, and we asked Bruce Dickinson if it was a challenge for their longtime producer to take a different approach.
No, Martin was easy. Martin was delighted. We said to Mark, how do you feel about this? He said, I wanted to do this since somewhere in time. He said, but everybody was like, oh, no, that's okay, so I didn't do it. So that's the difference between one kind of producer and another. You know, Martin always does what he feels the band are ready for. And I guess, you know, people in the band weren't ready to take that leap at that time.
Lights out, we live in a world
Iron Maiden with another new one from Fear of the Dark, a song called Judas Be My Guide. The guy who gets my vote for the most improved player on the new Maiden LP is Bruce Dickinson, who now has a raw edge to his voice to go along with his trademark air raid siren style. The combination makes his singing even more powerful than before. Bruce told Metal Shop how he gears himself up to record his vocals with the right amount of intensity.
I just become very strange and don't really talk to people a lot outside the studio. I mean, it's lucky I'm quite quick, otherwise I'd be at the divorce court every week, you know. No, I just have to disappear away from, you know, like when you're like being lonely in a crowded room. That's exactly what I feel like when I'm going and doing the vocals, and I feel like it for the whole period of time that I'm actually sort of around, that I know I'm going to be singing. So for that whole week and a half, I'm like that. I can be sitting in a pub and be completely on my own, oblivious to what else is going on. That's how I deal with it. That's how I get my concentration level up.
Bruce Dickinson, a man to avoid when he's laying down vocals for an album. Not only does Bruce sound great on the new record, but there's also some deadly guitar work from original member Dave Murray and the band's latest recruit, Yannick Gers. In previous bands like White Spirit and Gillan, Yannick was the sole string burner, but he says that he had no trouble at all adjusting to a two-guitar band.
To work with Dave is brilliant, because to me, you know, you got all these, the Guitar Institute Brigade. I think Jimmy Page once said, you know, if you take rock and roll to the school, you destroy it. And these guys, they play from the head, they never play from the heart. I can't imagine sitting in a room and practicing skills with a load of other people. It's just not what it's about. How can you put your soul onto the guitar? And now these guys will argue, but this is a way to learn, and then you can develop from that. And fair enough, do what you want. But all the people that I've loved as guitar players have been people who play from the heart and just play how they feel. And you get something of you under the guitar, and it's not just that, you know, you can teach a monkey to run up and down the guitar and do the hammer on every now and again. But to work with Dave's brilliant, because he's just one of those guitar players. He's very soulful, very melodic, and it's a pleasure. And I think there's like a two-prong attack now, because I'm the same kind of guitar player.
Yannick Gers, one half of Iron Maiden's often overlooked double axe Attack. Here's a song Yannick and Dave Murray really shine on, Afraid to Shoot Strangers.
Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers. Afraid to shoot strangers.
Iron Maiden and Afraid to Shoot Strangers, a Steve Harris epic that tackles the subject of the Persian Gulf War. It's new off Fear of the Dark. Don't go away, because when we come back, there's more killer cuts from Fear of the Dark. Plus, Bruce Dickinson and Yannick Gers talk about Maiden's timely new lyrics, their refusal to compromise, and the plans for their new stage show. It's all here when Metal Shop's premiere of Fear of the Dark continues right now. Keep listening for your chance to enter our exciting new contest and live the wild life with Slaughter.
Hi there, this is Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. You're listening to the new Iron Maiden album, Fear of the Dark, right here on Metal Shop.
How would you like to see Slaughter before anyone else in the world? You can if you're the grand prize winner in our killer new sweepstakes, Live the Wildlife with Slaughter. Here's what Metal Shop and Chrysalis Records EMI Records Group have for you and a guest if you're the grand prize winner. Round-trip airfare to Los Angeles, 3 nights hotel accommodations, and the opportunity to attend closed Slaughter rehearsals before the band begins their 1992 World Tour on June 7th. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch Slaughter perform in private before they play a single show anywhere else. 25 runners-up will receive autographed copies of Slaughter's new compact disc, The Wildlife, courtesy of Chrysalis Records EMI Records Group. Here's what you have to do. Send a postcard with your name, address, daytime phone number, and the name of this station to Live the Wildlife with Slaughter, care of MJI Broadcasting, 666 Fifth Avenue, New York, 10103. That's your name, address, daytime phone number, and the name of this station to Live the Wildlife with Slaughter, care of MJI Broadcasting, 666 Fifth Avenue, New York, 10103. Deadline for entries is May 27th, so get them in quick. You must be 18 to enter. Void where prohibited.
Hershey's Fifth Avenue. It'll make you go, crunch.
Let's see, 1-color television, dining room table and chairs, jacuzzi, his and hers golf clubs, 1 4-door car, and a 2-man kayak. That's $24,930. Now, how do you want to pay?
With Dentine.
Dentine?
We've hidden up to $25,000 of free MasterCard credit inside packs of Dentine and sugar-free Dentine. Just look inside specially marked bonus packs. No purchase necessary. See packages for full details. Void where prohibited. Game ends April 1st, 1993. Dentine. We'll take care of your breath. The rest is up to you.
Would you like me to use sugar-free or regular?
My mama told me a long time ago, be proud where you come from, share what you know. I've seen it all, I know it's true. For a bud man, only the best will do. Nothing beats a best, Budweiser, nothing beats a bud. Got it all right here with the king of beers. Nothing beats a bud. Nothing beats a best Budweiser, nothing beats a bud. If you're a bud man too, only the king will do. Nothing beats a bud. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Nothing beats a bud, everybody.